What on guys, Commander here, and welcome to a new video where I'm going to be talking about an update for Star Wars Battlefront II. Now, there's been a number of different things added in this update, and the main thing being is the original trilogy in co-op, as well as two new reinforcements, the Ewok and the ISB Agent. Now, there are a number of different things that have been added into this update, such as new weapons and a couple new appearances. However, the appearances you're going to see from the gameplay and the weapons I haven't yet unlocked as of recording this video. So I cannot show you what they're like. I might do a separate video maybe, I'm not too sure, we'll see what happens. However, I did play on both the Rebellion and the Empire side in co-op, so you can see how that plays out, as well as how the new reinforcements play as well. Overall, it plays the same as the other co-op maps as well. You capture objectives if you're on the offensive side, and you defend them if you're on the defensive side. I don't know how many maps this happens to with the original trilogy, but I've noticed something while playing on Jabba's Palace, and that was that the AI are only coming out of one access point. Now, if you're playing as the Rebellion, then this is fine, because the AI are not smart enough to stop you like human people are. But if you're on the Empire side, you can quite easily stand in the doorway pretty much, right on the border where it says no, return to mission area. You can stand on that border, and you can basically form what is basically a human shield with other players. The AI won't have because they never do, but you can form a human shield. Like, I was the ISB agent, we had another clone trooper, there's Darth Vader and Boba Fett, and we basically formed a human chain at that doorway, and we prevented the rebels from coming in, and it's fun, but that doesn't make the challenge of the co-op any much better. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't have that challenge in it if you're just doing that. It's just a bit of an easy way to grind up kills. But, you know, and again, it's only on this map. I don't know how many it happens on, because I've only played on Tatooine and Jabba's Palace. I hope it doesn't happen to any of those. I think this is the only map that it happens to, and I can understand why, because it's such a close corridors map anyway, Jabba's Palace, so I can understand why it happens, but it's just a bit of a pain. On the topic of maps, I was pleasantly surprised by how many and the amount of maps that came with this update. We got Tatooine, Jabba's Palace, Hoth, Death Star, Yavin, Endor, and Kessel. I would have liked to see them add Scarif to this update, but I assume they're not complete with it yet. And they're going to save it for when they bring Original Trilogy to Supremacy mode, which I'm happy to wait for. If they're not ready for it, I don't want them to chuck a map at us just because we want it and it be half done. I'd rather them just wait until they've actually done it properly. We also got two new hero reinforcements with this update, the Ewok and the ISB Agent. Now, the ISB Agent I really like. When I saw it in the community transmission, I thought, oh god, another dual reading trooper is going to be a pain in the backside to use. But no, it's you have one button, so you have your mouse keys, you have your left and your right. The left one fires both the weapons at the same time, or alternately, so you press it once, it fires one, you press it again, it fires the other one. But that's just with the one mouse button, and the right mouse button is a secondary fire. And I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. Because with the Arc Trooper, this is what I wish they did with the Arc Trooper. Maybe they have done, and I just haven't noticed, because I haven't played with the Arc Trooper in ages, because I just can't stand that both guns are the left and right mouse buttons. You fire, left mouse button you fire with fire your left blaster, and the right mouse button you fire your right blaster. I can't stand that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not that good with using both my mouse buttons at the same time, but I can't hack that. And that's the reason why I don't play as the Arc Trooper anymore, because it's just such a pain to use. But this is what I wish they would do with the Arc Trooper. Do what they've done with the ISB Agent, and maybe with a bit of feedback, maybe they will do, or maybe they've done it already, maybe. I don't know. But that's what I hope they do, because that'll make me use the Arc Trooper a lot more, because I can use him and utilize him better. The agent's abilities are also okay, I guess. They're what you've, from what I've used, they're basically what you would expect an ISB agent's abilities to have. They're rather more support than offensive, which I'm fine with, because the weapons are so effective. They sort of counteract the abilities anyway, make the abilities sort of counteract and complement it a bit. So yeah, I'm alright with that. The Ewok I don't like as well, however. I don't hate it, but I don't find it as much fun. I mainly say this because the way the bow works is too slow. You have to charge the bow up to full power, and it takes about 5 seconds. Now, it may not seem a lot, but when you're in a fast-paced environment, you'll see this when I'm with the gameplay. But if you're in a really fast-paced environment, waiting 5 seconds for the bow to fully straighten out before you can fire it is a long time. And it is enough time for you to actually die if somebody spots you trying to like charge your bow. And I don't know, it's what I think it should have been is that you charge it up and you've got your minimum point, which is like, let's say like a fifth or a quarter of the bow's charge. But anything after that, you can let it go and it'll fire. But the more you charge it, the further it'll go. I think that would be really, really good, because then you can fire people like on top of cliff edges if you're playing, let's say, on Endor. So you could be at the bottom, you could fire your bow up, and you could literally fire with just a bit less power than full, go all the way up, but then it would like curve and hit your opponent. I think that would be really, really good, which is what I thought they would do to start off with, but I don't know why they didn't do it. The abilities, however, are the same as what they were in Ewok Hunt, and I like those abilities. The left-hand ability, I can't remember what it's called, I forget what it's called, but that ability is really, really good and effective against large groups of hostiles. The ability where you can see all your hostile like entities or characters that you can go and attack is also just a really nice ability anyway, but I sort of expected that to be there. And the one where I think it's damage reduction where he toots his horn, I like that anyway. Just I don't really use that for the warrant of like having damage reduction anyway. I just use it because I think it's quite like funny, just like be in the middle of a battlefield and then you just go. I don't know, but anyway, yeah. So overall, I do like this update. You know, and everything in it is really good. There's just the Ewoks bow is just a little bit disappointing to me, and I hope they sort that out. And maybe with a bit of feedback, maybe people will give it the same feedback that I do, or maybe people will manage to work it out. And I can watch somebody playing it, and I can see, oh, that's how you do it, and it'll work a lot better. But personally, I don't see it. I personally see that people making complaints about it, and then DICE doing it a little bit differently and reworking it. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button for more awesome gaming content, and I shall see you all later. Bye!